This episode of That Bites is brought to you by Virgin Mobile. What's up, guys? In this episode of That Bites, I'm going to be giving you a comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the Samsung Galaxy S5. So let's get started. So the design of the Galaxy S5 is much like the Galaxy S4, but there are a few noticeable differences. So let's start with the front of the phone. The home button has a fingerprint scanner built right into it, and it doesn't work always. I'm going to see if I can get it to work on the first time, and it did not. It says no match, and it's because I'm basically on an angle, and it says recognize now, and it's unlocked. But it's because I'm on an angle most likely, and if you use it really straight, which is kind of awkward for me right here on the video, but if you use it really straight, then you can get it most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't work right away. And the home button is more firmer on the Galaxy S5, and it's more, the best way I can describe it is more squishy on here. It's more pressable, and then this one is just stops earlier. It's louder, which it's more firmer, and I kind of like it on the Galaxy S5. It's more of a button and not like a beanbag. Another thing on the display, the Galaxy S4 has a 5-inch display, and the Galaxy S5 has an astronomically bigger 5.1-inch display. And the device itself is bigger too. I can see if I can line those up exactly for you, and you can see that that's a little bit bigger. It's about lined up, and that's bigger, and the device is more squared and it's more rounded on the Galaxy S4. Moving on to the right side, you will see that everything is the exact same, except the S5's power button is a bit lower, and trust me, I noticed a difference when I went to go click it and there was nothing there, because I usually click on the very, very top, but it's moved down a little bit, so there was nothing there, so I had to lower my finger obviously to click it, but it's noticeable. It's not a big problem, it's just because I've used the S4 for so long, but that's just something to notice. Moving on to the top, you still get the IR blaster, which is right there and right there, headphone jack, and microphone, which I'm trying to find it. There it is on the S4, and there it is on the S5. Left side still has the volume rockers. On the bottom, you get the microphone, and on the S4, it is right there, and on the S5, it is also right there. And also, you will notice that the charger port on the S5 is much larger, and it also has a door for water resistance. And on the S4, it is uncovered and USB 2. That is also USB 3, which I'll get to later. Now on the back is where it gets different. The camera is a bit more squarish, much like the device itself. You can see it's more squared, and that is more of a rounded rectangle or square, rounded square. Under the camera is where you get the flash in the S4, and you get the flash in the S5 too. But right there is the heart rate sensor, which obviously it senses your heart rate on the S Health app. The S4 has more of a glossy finish, which you can see the reflection of the camera and my light and my shadow, but it gets attracted to more fingerprints, so you can see more fingerprints if you don't have a case on it, which it gets pretty annoying. And I like the backing on the S5 more because, first of all, it doesn't show any fingerprints, and it has this dimpled back, which I do like. It's more of a plastic, which I think that's plastic too, but it just feels better when I'm holding it. I have a case on this, which it has the white back just like that, and it's glossy too, but I just like this. Around the borders on the S5, you get more of a pancake. You can see that layered chrome finish. With the S4, it's more of a brushed chrome-like, and it's not layered like the S5. I really like the S4 though when it's not layered. I don't know why, I just don't like the layered. I like more of the brushed like that. On to the specifications. The Galaxy S4 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 APQ 806-4T, while the Galaxy S5 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor, MSM 8974AC. The S4 has a 1.9 GHz Crate 300 processor, and the S5 has a 2.5 GHz Crate 400 processor. They both also have an upgraded graphics processor, but same 2 GB of RAM. Their screen specs are as follows. Like I said before, the S5 is 0.1 inches bigger with the same 1080p display, and the pixel density is a bit worse than the S5 with 432 pixels per inch, where the S4 has 441 pixels per inch. Barely noticeable though, and 28 milliamp hour battery life on the S5. It's bigger and it's better. It also charges much quicker thanks to the USB 3. Talk time on the Galaxy S5 is 21 hours, and the talk time on the Galaxy S4 on 3G is 17 hours. Standby time is 16.2 days on the S5 and about 14 days on the S4. I'm going to go ahead and do some speed tests for you. So the first speed test I'm going to do is the turn on time, so the power on time. So I'm going to click the power on button at the same time. So that one vibrated first, and then that one about like a half a second later. So that one's obviously has the boot logo. And then that one is catching up. So the S5 has booted first, and the S4 is still booting up. The Sprint logo, and any second now. Should be right around this time frame right now, and it will be, there we go, that's it. So I hope to have a timer for you guys and to show you how long that would have took it. So next is the power off time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys, just to show you the power off time, and I'm going to let the button go at the same time. So right now. So that the S5 just vibrated right now, so it is powered off completely. And since having this phone for a year, I kind of know when it's going to vibrate. So it's like, there we go, right there. And yeah, like I said, I hope I have a timer for you guys to show you how long that took. So now I'm going to do a speed test on loading the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. So I'm going to click go at the same time, or let go of it, and it loads basically at the same time. There's very little difference, and from using each phone there would be literally no difference that would be told. Now we're going to go ahead and load the Virgin Mobile website. And again, this just loads at the same speed. And on this website, you can notice a little bit of a difference on the S5, but again, if you were using the phones, you wouldn't be able to tell if you didn't have them side by side. So now I'm going to do Subway Surfers and see how long that loads, because it's not based on the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So that immediately loads, and then the S4 loads. And then the S5 is all ready to play. So I can already start playing. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, that's not a good idea. Okay, so just it goes to show you the S5 is a lot quicker when loading applications and that stuff. Now on to what the phone is actually used for. The call quality is a bit better. I can't really notice a difference, but it also depends on what network you have. But the S4 sounds already good, and I can't complain about either one of them. The S5 rocks the new TouchWiz with a few new features in design which I really like. Now the camera from the S4 versus the S5 is where there is another big change. For one, the interface is different, which I like and it's easy to get used to. And another is the quality of the camera. The S4's camera is 13 megapixels while the S5's is 16. So it has 3 more megapixels, what both look really good. Now the camcorders work, it's really different. The GS4s record in 1080p at 30 frames per second, but the GS5s films in 4K at 30 frames per second. I really don't notice too much difference, but there's a couple of side-by-side clips that I'll let you judge for yourself. The front-facing camera is near the same, but just has a 0.1 megapixel difference between the two. My final thoughts, if you're looking to upgrade from the Galaxy S4 to the Galaxy S5, I would say wait until the Galaxy S6 comes out. Don't spend $600 just to upgrade, or even $200 just to upgrade. It's not that worth it, and just for a few new features and a new layout that it comes with. Alright guys, let me know what you think of the video. If you liked it, click the like button down below, and if you didn't, tell me in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. This episode of That Bites is brought to you by Virgin Mobile. What's up guys, in this episode of That Bites I'm going to be giving you a review on the Samsung Galaxy S5.